culture, the culture, 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 the culture.
Bam, bam, bam. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tamel Cuts, proud owner of Uppercuts Barbershop. I almost said world class faders.
Forgot where he worked. Hey, what up, y'all? This is Lonnie Horn, proud owner of World Class Faders and World Class Stylist Barbershop and Salon.
This is another episode of For the Culture Podcast, going down every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And like our guy, that guy Rick would say, the clubhouse is officially open. Jack.
That's our guy, man. Happy Tuesday, T Melly.
Happy Tuesday. Clubhouse, what's up, man? We see Ray's Barbershop LLC in the building.
Ray up in there early like that?
Yes. Miss Katrina, better known as Hands, is in the building.
Let's go. Hey, there's a few people not in the comments, but we see y'all in there, and we just happy you here. I'm going to always shout out the TDB family, man. Shout out to the Trust, the Barber family, man. That story will forever stick with me, man. There's so much going on, y'all. This interview today, I'm excited about it. So, y'all, please don't be doing the pop in and pop out. This is one to stick with.
Get your pen and paper, because I think we all gonna learn something. Some of them deep questions about being a business owner, we're gonna really be able to dive into tonight.
It's so much more. You can't even nutshell it. I've been trying to nutshell it. It's way more than that. It's a lot, dude. Like, I'm not even taking away from nothing you saying. I could say something right now, and it ain't enough. I'm excited about this guest. Man, you want to talk about what you wearing, man?
You know I do.
Hold on. Let's okay.
You know I do.
He really ready to talk about what he wearing. If y'all don't know, T is gonna tell you what he's rocking, man. Why don't you go ahead and hit him up with that?
I get comfortable. Hey, so right here, I'm rocking the latest and greatest VVS cuts. One of my barbers at my shop banded out and opened up his own shop. It's been open for about 6 months. Shout out to JoJo. Proud of you, my brother. Dope shop. We got a dope team over there. Up here, we got the Lifestyle Barber Supply out of Marysville. Our guy Rico, who's also one of the big heads over at Stylecraft and Gamma. He's got a dope barber supply that travels around the areas out in Sacramento and beyond, and he'll get you tuned up with all your gear, all your supplies, your tools, whatever you need, he got you.
Hey, man, that sounds pretty cool right there, what you rocking. I went back and talked to my guy, man. I had to bring Bebe Latino out with the De La Bay gear. Smoothest hat in the game. Oh, my goodness, man. Just the touch. If y'all stare at it long enough, you could feel it. He has the Golden State Expo coming up real soon, so that's our guy. And then on the shirt, man, I got Dope Barber brand. T had his on recently, and it made me miss mine. It's some of the best material on the shirts. We got a lot of barbers and a lot of barber creators in this industry, man. We get blessed with gear, and we use our platform to bless them back and make sure y'all know about them. So go follow them and get you some of that too. But if you want us to sport some of your gear, T Melly Meldon shows you right at the bottom of the screen where you can send it to in size larges for both of us.
Yeah, we large. Hey, y'all remember probably a couple of weeks ago, we was on them XL. We was pushing them XLs, boy. Hey, and I was comfortably in the XL.
Right. Hey, it wasn't even tripping. You're doing good. Y'all gotta see my guy, man. Sometimes we inspire each other. Sometimes I'm on my fitness kick and T be like, I gotta get it together. And I'm looking at this boy right now, man. I'm like, yeah, T, this the last burger, man, with the bun. After this, I'm about to get it. You've been looking good, man.
You have no idea. I do not drink water without lemon. It's because of you, my guy.
Natural electrolytes, man. They say you are who you put yourself around, man. We put ourselves around each other and we grow off each other. So get yourself somebody to put yourself around and grow. and while we sipping our lemon water, man, show them who we be rocking with, T.
We be rocking with. All right, I go pushing too many daggone buttons.
You ain't supposed to tell them. You're supposed to
I
just
know.
be so smooth out.
All your favorite barbers love it.
I love it.
This is the Barber Digital Business Card.
Barbers! It's 2025, bro. We got the digital business cards now. Not only do they work amazing, they also make you look cool. They help you stand out, bro. When you go up to somebody, you have them tap your card like this, and then all your contact information pops right up. Boom. Whatever you want them to see. Right? I have my websites and stuff all set up, but whatever you want them to see pops right up on their phone. How dope is that?
Do it proper. Get Barber.
The Tano, vetted talent now. The first platform built to let barbers show their skills, personality, and presence through video. And for shop owners, it's a game changer for hiring. No guessing, no wasted interviews. Just real barbers showing real work before they walk in your shop. Every profile is ID verified. Barbers get discovered. Shops build better teams. Everybody wins. The Tano. Skills speak louder than words. Download now. Available on all platforms.
Barbers Illustrated Magazine, the #1 magazine built for the craft. Featuring the freshest cuts, top barbers, tool reviews, and real industry stories. Get the magazine your shop should have had yesterday. Print subscriptions just $9.99. Digital subscriptions only $3.99. Single print issues $12.99, and digital single issues $4.99. Tap in today and level up your barbershop game. Barbers Illustrated Magazine, join the movement. Welcome to the world of barbering.
Powerful stuff.
Yes. Who are you talking to?
I'm gonna just tell who I'm talking to. Since I'm busted,
you talking to Instagram?
I'm talking to IG. I've been telling everybody on live, don't play, get over here. I'm telling y'all, man, this interview, I'm so excited about it. This is the game. If you ever rented a booth, if you ever did, this is the one you want to get to. And then it said, hey. So we back, man.
Back.
That's who we be rolling with, man.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, man, what you had going on last weekend?
Man, last weekend was a treasure, bro. It was we went to this place last year. It's the Anaheim premiere. And uniquely, they started slowly intertwining the barbers into these beauty shows. I remember last year we went, it was like the far left corner was all the barber supply, all the barber brands and stuff. They now expanded them, put them throughout the event. I like that they had did that. And the relationships we have been building over the years. This was the first time we've been at a premiere where it seemed like a lot of our friends was there, bro. Man. From brand owners to content creators to educators. It was just, they was from all over, and it was good to see all of us in the building, all doing our thing, networking in the ways that we all do. So shout out to all the ones. There's so many of y'all to talk about, but I do want to say big shout out to our guy, Stefan Batori, CEO of Booksy. We heard that he was in the building. We hit him up and he's like, yeah, I'm here. Where y'all at? So we went and tied up with him, went and had some dinner with him. A real businessman, but also a real person. So just was good to have some quality time with our wives, with him, let them really get to meet him. It was dope. So,
well, Betty boy, last weekend I just happened to be the hell down in Anaheim with you, and and I had a good time, man. It was a super dope time. The night before Anaheim, I had an amazing comedy show, and I want to say shout out to Jordan Rock, Chris Rock's younger brother, came out and rocked Sacramento. And the city just, it felt so good. And shout out to Shay Sugar out of the Bay Area. She's a Tommy T's favorite. It was definitely one of the best nights. And just thank you to the city for coming out, and even some of the Bay Area who's come down. I feel blessed that they come down and do that. Yeah, and our guest host, Regina Givens. Yeah, so we packed that show up, man. maybe 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Got on the road with this crazy dude at 6 in the morning and headed down to LA, Anaheim area. And it was really fun. Like he said, just seeing the barbering is getting so much respect now. It's in such high demand. Even it's just different. It's just different. It's not like we'll tolerate it. It's like we want it. And there's a lot of beauty events that we're getting called out to that are now like, hey, we need some of that barbering here. So it's an amazing time to be a barber. Yeah. Our Booksy fam showed up and showed out this weekend. Bae Beast, our barber sister, was out there showing out this weekend. Lacey, Lady Barber, our barber sister, was showing out. Jacka, all fades. Our girl Jazzy took the trophy home. Man, Hirsch was out there showing. Booksy, DL the master barber. I shouldn't have started. Cause
I know. When you started, I'm like, I'm gonna see how far he gonna get.
Man, and Bird Minna, our big brother, Mr. Official, was out there.
DJ Cut It out there.
Come on, Anna Cuts. Our girl Charlene, Desi Faze, man. It was just woo. Los Blends Kings was. I mean, I was just proud. I will say, I was proud of the barbering industry this weekend. We look good. We look victorious, man. So yes, I'm gonna stop because that list will keep on going.
Yeah, because you left off 100 people.
Yes, yes, man. What's coming up next, though?
Oh man, hey, well let me do this. Next week we will be interviewing Millionaire Barber. If you guys do not remember, we had him when we was doing IG Live. His interview changed a lot of people's lives on that interview. Everybody's reaching out to him after that because he was breaking down that everybody thinks it's hard to open up a barbershop. He's had barber school. He's had several of them, sold them, made millions and whatnot, and was teaching people the game. We know our homegirl, Danny B, the best. She actually, he mentored her and she's opened up a school. So it's going to be a lot of game. Heads up, this handsome sucker over here will not be here, but we do got my guy, Tara the Barber, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. He will be co-hosting with me next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you guys tap in because Tara, he fires. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some everywhere. Real fun.
We done made For the Culture part of his everywhere because y'all gonna understand what real barber love is messing around with us. Y'all gonna really understand that when we say it, we mean it. And it's an honor that when we're gone, the people that we do have substitute for us are like people that we're fans of, we're supporters, or we're barber brothers, or they're barber sisters. So I'm excited to have Tara up here because Tara was podcasting and getting his thing off the ground years ago before we even got ours off the ground. And so that's fire, man. There's history behind it. I'm mad I'm missing Uchidi,
I know, Millionaire.
Listen, y'all are crazy if y'all don't tune into this next week. Yeah. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to be on stage. So what I'll be doing is something called the home ownership mindset. Y'all know my brand is Lonnie Horn, the barber broker. I'm a barber. I'm a real estate broker. I love mixing the two. I used to work so hard to separate them, and then I realized, what are you doing? Like, they're both people businesses, and we need to bring them together. So I love sharing real estate information when people want it. So next Tuesday, I'll be on stage at the Guild Theater in Sacramento, Kevin Johnson's building. And me and two of my colleagues will be talking to home buyers and home owners about home ownership, and then how to become a homeowner, but then also options they have in today's market as a homeowner. So, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, I wanted to get through everything because I'm so excited to bring this dude on, man.
Yes,
I'm so excited. He in the bullpen too. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get you got me? You got me? All right, I'm gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man. A little short and sweet. Our guest is a guy he's a Texas barbershop owner, $1 million operator, one of Houston's best, man. He's one of the few shop owners who successfully run commission and booth rent. This he's doing something in his own lane, man. He brings structure, he brings numbers, accountability. So we were in Dallas, and this guy walks up to us and tells us how much he supports us. And this is where our blessings come in. We don't know who we're talking to. You never know who the hell you talking to. And it ain't about Instagram numbers, it ain't about none of that. It's the quality of the person and what they bring into the table. When I started researching who the hell we are interviewing, man, I got so excited. I wanted to skip all the intro stuff. I was like, because I don't want to limit it. I want to bring them in. So, man, y'all are being blessed tonight, man. Do not forget this name. You crazy if you forget this name. Vinny De Leon. Crazy if y'all forget this, man. What's up with you, man?
What's up, fellas? How you doing, man? I appreciate you guys having me on, bro. I really do, man.
Thank you for your time, man. Making yourself available for this. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, man. And it's so much. So we don't know each other, Vinny. We know of each other. And
right.
We've been really, I learned the more honest we are with that. You know how everybody act like, oh, that's my bro, and they don't really know a damn thing about him. I've been learning, just let's say that, so we can, really dig into learning each other. I almost want to skip past what we always ask because I'm just so anxious about your story. But we always start with why barbering, man? Why barbering?
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't know, man. At 19 years old, I grabbed the clippers, and as a child, I remember walking into a barbershop, and back then you could smoke in a barbershop. And we were in a small town. I walked into this little white, and you could walk in and just see kind of like the smoke just sitting at the bottom of the room. You would hear the newspapers popping, and they were turning it, and just the shears, and something about that, man, the smell of the talc powder and the just the whole environment, it never left me as a child, dude. And fast forward 19, I grabbed the clippers and I haven't put them down, man. I'm 44 years old. Sunday I turned 44, man. So from 19 to 44, man, I've been having the clippers in my hands, and dude, I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. This industry and this career has blessed me beyond measure, man. And when I say that, I mean that. You know what I mean? I'm not just talking just to say that. You know what I'm saying? I was in construction many years. I worked with OSHA. I was a safety. I built high rises. I built football stadiums, hospitals, so on and so forth. I mean, we've been all over the world, traveled, building high rise or building buildings in construction. And the whole time, I still had the clippers, man. I never put the clippers down since I was 19 years.
That's dope. Organic, man. And we got a happy birthday to you out there in the comments, man. So happy birthday to you.
He looked like he froze on my end. What about yours?
He did, but it's gonna be all right.
Okay.
It's gonna be all right. We're gonna jump into this, y'all. Don't y'all go no. Y'all don't even know who you don't. I'm telling you, get your popcorn, get comfortable, because I'm excited. I can't wait to dig into this. We're gonna reset him, him out, bring him back in.
I got you. And in that time, I got something we could do.
Oh yeah, talk to him. Talk to him.
No, I'm gonna talk to him. All right, I'm gonna talk with my hands and let y'all know something real
What's
quick.
coming up?
What y'all going on wrong?
How do we not even let him know?
Y'all don't know nothing about this. Know nothing about this. Here, let's give y'all something.
You know what time it is, Sacramento? The Cap City Showcase is going down. Sunday, March 15th from noon to 4 p.m. at Federico Beauty Institute. Some of the biggest names in the industry dropping straight gems. An educated person is dangerous. I'm elevated and rain. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss this.
Please, God, protect me on this holy mountain.
Oh, you gonna love this. Come on.
There you go, Lon back there talking to his people, y'all.
I'm talking to these
Talking
Instagram
to his
people. Like, get
people.
on over here, man. Hey, look. Hey, we don't worry
Hey.
about technical difficulties, man. We got look at this comment right here. He was so shocked at my birthday wishes, he just froze. Hey, so go ahead, T. Bring him back in.
So now you're a well-established businessman, being in started the industry. You say when you was 19. Like me and Lon go around and tell our story that, man, we wasted so many years in the beginning of getting our shit together as businessmen in the barbering industry that we had so much time that we had to make up. Right now, we try to instill that in youngsters. Now, when we go to schools and try to get them to build successful habits so they can come out into the industry and already be acclimated to be a business barber. How long was your transition from getting in? Was you coming in with that mindset, working in the construction, just figuring out what you want to do? Because to be a barber, you got to be disciplined. You got to be very disciplined. So how was it for you?
So I was in construction many years. In 2008, I made my way back to Texas. In 2010, I wound up homeless. And then I lost everything. So from 2010, I always wanted to be a full-time barber, but now I didn't have a job. I didn't have nothing really going for me. You know, the recession hit, you know what I'm saying? And so from 2010, I spent 6 months living in my truck so I could finish barber school. And I finished barber school, and then I got into Barbershop. So 2009 and 2010 was a rough years of my life. 2010 to 2017, it took me about 7 years in shops before I said, you know what, I think I could really do this. And that's whenever we opened up our first location. We opened up our first location in 2017, and by 2020 we started hitting millions.
Okay, this is what they wasn't ready for. Y'all this what y'all wasn't ready for right here.
It's strange because, you know, we talk about being a six-figure barber. Here we got a barber that is making his shop is producing millions.
So we want to get into your formula, but
sure.
But that stretch of that year where you see those years where you're learning, right? Where you're I kind of want to double back on Tamel's questions. Was your discipline already together, or is that something that you eventually snapped into?
So I was always a disciplined person. I was always up early. I was always, willing to work and put in the grind. What I told myself is if I can put this much time and effort into a company, what can I do for myself? And then I said, I don't ever want to be at the mercy of the government if I don't have to. I don't ever want to be on somebody else's payroll. And so when I was homeless, I said, well, you're at the bottom. I raced my way to the bottom. So from here, there's only one way but up. So once I got into my business, I said, if I could stay busy in a barbershop, if I could stay busy in my garage, if I could stay busy at a job site, why can't I stay busy as an owner, owning my own barbershop? And if I was busy in my garage, how much more can I be busy once I'm open to everybody? I mean, I'm open to the public now, so that right. I got to win. There's no, and still to the day, losing is not an option. Failure is not an option. I'm probably one of the most structured, disciplined. I'm up at 3:00 in the morning. I'm cutting hair by 6 in the morning. I'm out of the shop by 1:00. My shops don't close till 8:00. So I have 20 barbers that are working for me that are constantly pushing the shop and doing what we need to do because of discipline. So discipline has always been in there, right? But you never really know how disciplined you are until you're forced to be disciplined. And a lot of barbers are really good at doing their job, but are horrible at owning a business. And I think this is why this industry is so valuable and so impactful in these lives. Again, being on here with you guys, man, it really is an honor because let me rewind this. Number one, I got to give you guys your flowers because, first of all, you gentlemen are seasoned gentlemen, right? Businessmen, and understand that. And you choose to take a liking to the barber industry as well.
now. And so the platform that you have provided for people like myself to come on here, even though I don't have a lot of followers, even though I don't have collaborations with companies, even though I don't have investors, even though I don't have, like, it's self-made 100%. But to come on here and be able to speak to the people that actually want to listen, and a platform that you guys have built from the ground up, man, dude, like I said, man, it's an honor. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go any further without that being said, right? I got it. The Bible says to give honor when honor is due. You know what I mean? So,
thank you. And we received that, and you just helped us, because you kind of put in better words what we've been trying to say to people for the longest, man. We are the flower givers. Like, wherever we go, you know, especially men, man, we too prideful to tell another cat he look fly today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, this dude, nah, man. We see something, man. We gonna give them to you right there. So we're like minded in that sense.
Sure.
And that's received. I do want to say this. I don't want to bring you.
Yeah.
So we could jump into the meat right now, and it's so amazing. It's gonna be amazing, right? But the purpose behind us even asking these stories is to help people get out of their minds. Sometimes we're on stage, man, and we're talking this stuff, and we always come from. We make sure they know we're not coming from our soapbox, just coming in and say, "You got to do this to be successful." You got to. So we'll tell them, like Tamel just told you, man, we wasted years just playing around with this, not valuing it, right? So I'm almost afraid to jump straight into it without asking you, why were you homeless? And the reason I'm asking this, that's my brother. The reason I'm asking this is because people will look at you when you tell this good stuff in a minute. The only thing they're gonna hear is, "Oh man," and people will literally say, "I need to do this, I need to do that," but they won't make your levels feel reachable to them. They'll say, "Well, he got it because." So I would love to know, why were you homeless?
Yeah, so I went homeless, man, because I wasn't disciplined with, and I wasn't taught money.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? I did an interview one time, and it was this gentleman says, "Hey, you being a man of color, what struggles did you have?" And I said, "A man of color?" And he said, "Yeah, you being a man of color, what struggles did you have?" And I said, "Nah, bro, let's rewind, because it ain't about color, bro. Color didn't put me where I'm at. Color didn't put me where I was. Color's not going to put me where I'm going. It never was about color. It was about a mindset." I said, I grew up around a bunch of broke Latinos. I grew up around a bunch of broke black people, around a bunch of broke white people. And the reality is that whenever I decided to ask a successful black man, a successful Latino, a successful white man, the common denominator was their mindset. And my biggest challenge was, whenever I went homeless, I didn't have the mindset of what money was. Money is a tool. Money is not everything. Money is a great way to build. Money is a great way to invest. Money is a great way to stretch and give you a better life. You know what I mean? Money. I mean, in the Bible, Jesus mentioned more about, and I'm not going to go too biblical on it, but I'm a firm believer and follower of Jesus Christ. So I study and I read the word 100%, bro. But in the New Testament, Jesus always talked about money more than what he talked about salvation. So money was very important. Money is a big factor in today's world. And the reality is that I wasn't taught money. I didn't learn money. I wasn't disciplined with money. And in return, I made a lot of it, but didn't know what I was doing with it. And so instead, I decided to put it in drugs. I put it in my arm. I used to shoot up. I was sniffing coke. I was an alcoholic. I was a womanizer. I was a thief. I was a liar. I was all of these things, bro. And I wasn't good at what I could have been. I was good at doing what I wasn't supposed to be. And so I told, when I gave my life to the Lord, I said, "Lord, as much time as I spent running from you, I'm going to choose to run to you. And in that, I'm going to run to you, and I'm going to help anybody that I possibly can." So I wound up homeless because I wasn't disciplined and structured in an area of my life that God had already pre-warned us about. He says, the love of the money is the root of all evil. And I loved money. I was a very greedy person. I was a very flashy person. Like, I needed to have it. I wanted to have it. I needed to show. And so anyway, needless to say, that's what put me in my truck, man. I wasn't disciplined with it. I had it. I lost it. By 26 years old, 27 years old, bro, I had 2 houses, 7 cars, custom built motorcycles. I was traveling the United States, working in charge of projects, and I lost everything, like everything within months. You know what I'm saying? I lost everything within months. My daughter was taken away from me. I got divorced. I was sleeping in my truck, and luckily I'm remarried. I love my wife Sarah. You know what I mean? I married her. I took on 3 kids. We have a great relationship with my daughter now. So we have 4 children. We've been able to overcome a lot, but by God's grace and His mercy, definitely, we've been able to do that through our barber industry, man.
Let me
I had
yes,
that,
yes.
man.
That or the bomb or mic drop. It's a whole lot of
Man.
things. Now I'm finna pull back a layer because you mentioned a lot of things that could have broke you, could have destroyed you, and you came out of that. You might have been not only at your lowest point being broke and homeless, but mentally that had to weigh in on you. How did you fight those demons? I don't know if you had found God by then, but people do things to themselves and to others when they're either there or even above that still. You said money is a tool. There's rich people out here killing themselves because
Man.
they're depressed.
Man.
So how did you get out of that, or how did the mindset that you may have had as a child help you get through that?
So the mindset, the same mindset that took me down the road I didn't want to be on was the same mindset that put me back on the road that I was supposed to be on. And so just as equally, I was equally invested at doing right as much as I was invested in doing wrong. And so I said, you know what? I have nothing to lose but everything to gain. And so that mindset, I said, you know what? Okay, I know what it's like to be high. I know what it's like to have it. I know what it's like to have more than what you need. But I don't know what it's like to not have it. I don't know what it's like to have to struggle as much. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what that was. So everything in life is a lesson, man. Everything in life is a lesson. I said, okay, so instead of me saying, dang, I'm getting beat up, I always tell this and I teach this in my mentorship. I'm the flip side of the coin. What everybody sees right here, the flip side of that is, okay, well, what can you learn from that? Everybody was running, we'll get to that, but everybody was running booth rent. But what about commission? Everybody's gatekeeping clients, but what if I gave clients? What if everybody's saying, no, you can't do it like this because barbers are going to keep you or barbers are going to stay away, but what if they actually want to stay? So I'm always the flip side of the coin. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's right and tell me why it's right. And if you can't tell me what's wrong and why it's right, then I can't rock with you. And so what I had to do is I had to say, okay, I have to know what God's plans are for me, not from what I learned from mom and dad, not from this church, not from that church, from this person, that person. What is it going to do for Vinny? And once I started to adapt the mindset in scripture and learn different principles and perspectives and views, then I said, okay, I think I'm onto something and we can really start to grow this. So I'm the flip side of the coin. No matter who you are, no matter what it is, I'm always going to look at the flip side.
You're a why person. You're a what else person. You're like,
yeah,
okay, I see this, but what else is there? And that brings us to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, let's
tonight,
go, Lonnie. Let's go.
Commission
Hey, Barbers Illustrated said we ain't even got to the meat and potatoes and Vinny dropping gems.
And y'all know why we do this, man, because we always think of we look at the there's so many ways to view this content. You can view it live, which some of y'all are smart because there's an experience you're gonna get by being here live with us every week, even if it's 10, 15, 30. You're getting something that will never be experienced again on the replay. Then you got people that are picking it up about thousands on the clips. And then you got people that are picking it up on the evergreen content. So I feel like it's important to not just jump into the stuff that we greedy. We want to know about that part. And so let's dive into it. So I did a business plan. When I started my barbershop, I'm a numbers guy, man. I'm always crunching numbers, breaking things down. You, my dude, are a higher level of a numbers guy. You make me want to go check myself, man. Some of the stuff he was saying, I was like, damn, I don't do that though. And so, but it's inspiring though. So,
Thank you.
no, you're welcome, man. Thank you. So, when I did my business plan, when I've done business plans, especially in my barbershop and salon, it's interesting, man, because we dream as in 1099 booth rent paying barbers, we dream to do that one day, run that shop, right? But we don't think about the numbers. And then when you go and really do the numbers, I get to this point where I'm like, damn, this booth rent version, there's a cap. You know what I mean? There's a cap. So I always tell people, I have to find the other equity in that business. It's not all monetary. So for me, the social equity is one of the biggest things I get out of there, which is why I do other things like comedy shows and so forth. Man, it's like I'm brainwashed to do booth rent because it's what I came from. When I seen you talk this commission talk, and would you consider your business like mom and pop kind of level?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason I asked that again, because you got people that some of this is going to go over their head if we don't break it down right. The reason I needed you to identify that is because a lot of us are at that mom and pop shop level. We feel that when you talk commission, hourly, that's all franchise talk. Now, police. Let me get my paper.
No, I got mine.
Yeah.
Police talk about why the hell Vinny, a guy who was homeless, addicted, been up, been down, from the hood. I mean, why did you go a route that's so opposite from what most of us are conditioned to?
So, and I'm going to put this in a nutshell, guys. I don't want to get too long-winded, but I definitely want to get to that meat and bones, right? 2017, we opened up. Again, like you, I was brainwashed to just do booth rental. Not knowing why, not knowing structure, not knowing the reasoning behind it. It's just, hey, everybody... TC, Top Cat down the street, he's always ran booth rent. This cat, Juan's always doing booth rent. This guy, whoever, everybody was just doing booth rent. So I'm like, okay, that's just the way this industry is made. And I did that for 2017, 2018, and 2019. We did booth rent. And it was just like, nah, this ain't it. Now, you guys heard some of my background and where I come from. When I opened up my shop, I said, if anybody chooses to come and work for me, I'm going to take it very personal. Exactly like I said, I made a promise to the Lord that as far as I ran away from him, I was going to run to him, and I was going to take whoever I can and whoever wants to go with me. So my integrity, first and foremost, is on the forefront of the whole business, right? So if somebody chooses to give me their money, what am I going to do with it? And how am I going to invest that money? Is it in the barber? Is it going to be in marketing? Is it going to be in a better chair? Is it going to be a TV? Whatever level that you're on, right? Mom, pop to franchise to whatever it looks like. And so what I said was, if I'm going to spend this much money in this barbershop, it's going to take me forever to get this money back. And then that's the switch right there in my head. And I was like, there's no way, like you just mentioned, right? And let me also say this. This is no cap to anybody running booth rent. It's not. This is not a cap. This is not how dare you run booth rent. There's a lot of people running successful barbershops and booth rent. And so we're talking business here. So let's just get rid of the blur lines of commission and booth rent. I make my money, and I make a lot of money, and my barbers make a lot of money in a commission model. There are a lot of barbershop owners that have multiple shops with multiple people running booth rent that make a lot of money. The reality is how much of the headache do you want? Your time in your shop, what is your ROI on your time? Because if time is money, right, and money is time, then how are we going to invest that and how are we going to get it back? What's the return on that? So I told myself, there's no way I'm not willing to invest this much time and effort into a barbershop, and you're only going to give me, now back in 2017, you're only going to give me $125 a week? No. Okay, let's look at the flip side of the coin. I got to go to the flip side of the coin quick. No, this is not it.
This is what we want.
This is not it. So what happens? So now we say, Okay, I started asking around, hey, what about commission? Nah, bro, don't do commission. Why? Man, everybody's gonna leave you. Okay, cool. Hey, bro, what about commission? How come you didn't run commission? Man, everybody's gonna leave you. Okay. Hey, what about commission? Everybody's gonna leave you. But nobody's telling me why they're gonna leave me though. Somebody give me the reason. Give me the flip side of the coin why they were going to leave me. Or give me the flip side of the coin of why they're not going to leave me. Give me some more data. Give me some more business information. And as I started to ask owner after owner after owner after owner, I realized how much owners don't know. So this means you're in a business more for a hobby. You're not in it for generational wealth. So I started to learn, I said, well, your hobby is cool. I can do what you do, and you're doing what I'm doing, but why are we all in the same sandbox? That don't even make sense. We're all playing in the same playground. I want to go create my own. So in 2017, we got hit with Harvey. 2018, we had to rebuild. 2019, I had a full year, and for whatever reason, I thought I was ready to open up a second location. Like most owners, you build a little bit of momentum, and you feel you're ready to go and take on another problem, and you're not. The reality is that you never really understood structure because the booth rental model doesn't teach you structure. It teaches you how to become independent. It teaches you to be an independent barber. And I was just sharing with this earlier. I said, if everybody's running to be independent, then who's responsible for systems and growing the business? If everybody's gathering to be independent, then who's responsible for growth? And the reality is that most of the barber industry is running to become independent. But the flip side of the coin is you guys are leaving a lot of money on the table for somebody like me to come by and scoop it up. And so when 2019, I linked up with John Mosley, my mentor. Shout out to Popular Nobody, man. That
Big
dude
shout
right
out to
there,
John,
bro. Big John is like, that's like my brother, bro. Like we go on vacations together. I mean, that's like big, bro. He was there when my mother passed. You know what I'm saying? He flew in, came in for my mother's funeral. Big shout out to John. I told John what I was thinking, and he was like, I said, am I crazy, bro? And he was like, yeah, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. He said, but it'll work. And he said, you're probably the only one that I know that's actually talking like this about how it can work. So my mindset was, is if the cosmetology world is running circles around us, why are we not doing that? And I would go to these hair shows and I'll be like, nobody's teaching business though. I'm not learning what I need to learn. These people are dependent on me, and I don't want their children to be homeless. I don't want them to be homeless. I don't want them to experience what I had to experience. So in 2019, we opened up the first shop. I joined John's mentorship, and John said, you need to sell your first location. I said, John, look, bro, I know you, but I don't know you. I said, come on, big homie. And he said, big homie said this. He said, you want me to take your money and lie to you, or do you want me to help you?
Ooh.
And I said, John, but that's everything I got, bro. I got out of the rut with this one shop. And he said, but you don't have enough systems to run two shops. You can barely run yourself. And I said, all right. I said, John, I got to sell it. He said, yeah. Now, before he told me to sell it, he told me I needed to go to commission. I didn't even know how to run commission. I went the next day I went and I told everybody, look, I'm running commission. Either you're going to rock with me or you're not. I would hope that you guys see my integrity and where I'm at and what I'm about. Up to this point, anything I said that I was going to do, I've done it. So either you're going to rock with me or you're not. But the reality is I'm not willing to sit here and just make $100 a week off of you when I know there's a lot more money for you and a lot more money for me.
Damn.
I didn't lose no barbers.
Them
boys,
good.
Them boys rocked with me. Them boys rocked me. Why? Because your integrity, your word, and who you are is louder than your money. I'm telling you, man. Your voice, your mindset, your everything about you speaks loud. So they rocked with me, man.
Let me throw something in there real quick. You know what's interesting, man? We know this. We both shop owners at different shops. Everybody yells out, independent. My own boss, and we realize it's just a sound. It sounds cool, but when you get out there, it's very rare that it goes the way you dream it, and we see a lot of barbers not get that independent success that they want. So you probably had some of those people on that team too. You know what I mean? So technically both ends are struggling. The business is struggling, then the barbers are struggling. So you really was able to take their pain points and say, look, man, you know you're not getting what you need. Forget that sound of sounding independent and cool. What if I could paint you a picture to show you the steps to really make you, like you said, keep your family from being homeless? All right, keep going, man. I'm just this.
No, you're right. So once we got to that point, you know, let me throw this in there. Barbering is an art. Barbering is an art, but the shop is economics. Okay, barbering is the art. We're all good at doing art, but the shop is economics. The shop is what makes it work. The shop is how the money comes in, and this is the part that wasn't taught. So once I sold the first shop, and then we opened up November of 2019, and then COVID hit us in March. I had just started getting some momentum going. Actually, I hadn't sold my first shop yet. I sold my first shop in 2021. So I opened up the second shop. That John told me to sell it, but I didn't want to sell it yet. I didn't want to sell it yet.
How quick did it happen?
So when he told me to sell it, it happened like within a year I did it. But long story short, we had two shops. I had just moved into a bigger house, a rental house, right? And we just started to get the ball rolling, and then COVID hit me. Between shops 1 and 2 together, in 2019, we did a total gross of only $200,000. That's only shops. Between both shops. That's $100,000 a year.
How many chairs did he shop?
That was six chairs in shop 1, 8 chairs in shop 2, but we weren't fully staffed in shop 2. So total, we probably had about maybe 10 barbers.
Got you.
$200,000, guys. And if you're watching this, believe me when I tell you, $200,000 is no money, especially when you're owning a shop and you have overhead and so on and so.
Because you're not talking profit, you're talking revenue.
I'm talking revenue.
This is gross.
$200K. That's gross.
Anything, yeah.
And both of these was commission-based shops.
No, they were. Go ahead.
They were booth rent for 2017, 18, and 19. The beginning of 2020 is right whenever I started to get into commission.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now take us there. Take us to that transition.
So now we're in commission. We hit it. We hit the ground running. I joined John's mentorship in 2020, January 2020. I March, we start building some momentum. March, boom, COVID hits me, spring break. Shuts us down. I said, oh no, what am I gonna do? I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I started cutting hair out of the house like most people during COVID, right? I'm cutting hair out the house. I'm luckily I was cutting enough hair by myself that I could support 2 shops and my rent that we had just got from the new house. We came back in May 2020. From May to December, we did $1 million gross. May to December, $1 million. We grew $800,000.
Okay. So this million from May to December. I mean, we're talking. That's what, 8 months? Am I right? About 8 months. You switched to commission. What's the big? How did everybody win right there? Like, what's the big switch?
Now, before you get into that, you can tie this into the last question. What was your basic business model for commission?
Yes,
commission
good question.
Is some people just do a flat, this and that, but then you can grow to like make more and pay less.
I didn't know none of that. I did what most owners are doing is a 50-50, 60-40, 70-30.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's the that's a whole nother subject, man. Even on commission, listen, even on commission still has a booth rent mentality if you don't know how to work commission. Because what I did is I ran 50-50 for X amount of weeks, then you go to 60-40 for X amount of weeks, then 70-30.
Okay.
So you cap out at 70-30. The problem is people will run 50-50 and you were getting these motivated, inspirational type of cats because they know if they work for X amount of weeks, then they can go to 60-40. They're still motivated. As soon as they get to 70-30, you got a booth rental mentality again.
They take days off, coming in when they want to come in.
Yeah, the momentum go down.
So there's the momentum
going. I want to hear these systems. I want to hear these systems.
Man, so that's when you start to learn, okay, this ain't working. This ain't working. There's no way this is working. Like, how were you so motivated 16 weeks ago or whatever it is, right? How were you so motivated? Now you just went back to dumb after jumping off the ledge again. Like, who are you, bro? I don't even know who you are. That's whenever you start to learn systems.
Okay.
That's when you start to learn accountability. That's when you learn probation. I put my guys on probation. 90-day probation. I need to know what it's going to look like. I want to know if you're willing to work open to close. I'm not telling you to work open to close. I want to know if you're willing to work open to close.
Okay.
Because if you're willing to make money, I really need you to be here open to close so y'all can see how much money you really want to make. And you can see the type of culture that I have. And then we can see if we're really ready to do business together. And these are the things where most people are like, 1099s, I can do this, I can't do that. You're not supposed to tell me. You're not going to tell. You're right. I'm not going to tell you nothing. I'm highly suggesting that it's in your best interest for you to be here.
You know what I hear when you say that kind of? We heard that talk before. If you want to be an entrepreneur, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to be independent, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that talk tells me that you're not doing it for the right reasons. It's to sound again.
Yes.
You know, so what did you do to curve that though, man? You got the acting like they're ready to do it. They get the, and just to help people out, to be clear, you started them off with 50-50. After a certain time, they move to where they get 60, you get 40. Then they move to where they get 70, you get 30, but then they lose the momentum. What did you do to curve that back to keep this $1 million business going?
So, I started to learn real quick. It's not the money. It's the personality. It's the character of the person. Because this industry is big enough, guys. They're projecting. I was reading this the other day. They're projecting. Let me find this for you. I want to read this to you, and I want you guys to see this so this way you understand. Globally, the barber industry, global, it's estimated $284 billion in 2026. Globally, all right? You take this to the States and the U.S., just the barber segment alone, $5 to $7 billion. Damn. In Texas alone is hair and nail industry is $6 billion alone in Texas. Now think about this. The money's going to be there. This is where I'm going with it. The money's going to be there. So I'm not worried. I already found the system on how to bring in the money. I got my own marketing company. I got my own mentorship. I got my own. I have a lot of things going on in Vinny's Barbershop that I do, and I mentor people and help people. But the reality is I can get money in your door. I can get money in my door. But if you don't know how to handle yourself, number one, then why would I want to give you what we work so hard to build? So the reality is as we're going through these different transitions and learning how to curb that and learning how to deal with people, I'm going to say this, and I say this with all due respect. As fast as I hire you is as fast as I will fire you. I do not care about your emotions. I do not care about your feelings. And I know that sounds rough, but listen, I got too many people depending on the well-being of me making these decisions to run this business for their children. I got a community that depends on me. I got sponsorships that depend on me. I got real people problems that I have to deal with, and I do not care about if your feelings get hurt because I'm not accommodating your lazy ass, whether you want to come in or out of here or not. I don't care about it. Get out of my shop, bro. That's just what it is. And if you don't like it, then you can go to all the other shops down the street, and good luck trying to make money, because I know they're not making money because they're coming and talking to me about it.
Damn.
And that's the reality. And again, that sounds rough, but listen, in business, you got to lead with your mind, not with your heart. Okay, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, out of the mouth speaks the abundance of the heart, right? And most cultures, when you ask people, hey, put your hand on your heart. Here in the Western culture, we do this. And most other cultures, they do this. Because what you think is deposited in your heart, and what you speak comes out. So it goes from your thoughts to your heart to your mouth. And what happens in most people is as soon as I hear them talking money, 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 nah, bro, you got to go because you got greed in your heart, bro. And until you're willing to work on that, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put you on a probation for 90 days and you're going to work a 50-50. This is just the way it's going to go down. You're going to work 50-50 for 90 days. And whether you want to work 50-50 for 90 days or not, hey, then this ain't the place for you. Because I know what I can put in your pocket. I had one gentleman this year, guys. I had one gentleman this year. We just had our 6-figure dinner. And this one particular gentleman, he did $163,727.89. That was his take home. That was his take home.
Is he
I got another guy.
1099? Is he considered 1099?
Yeah, heck yeah, he is. Yeah. I got another one that did 143,000, one that did 120,000, one that did 135, another one 106, 109, 142, 102, 126. I had a girl that missed it by $2,000 making 100,000. I had another guy that missed it by 4,000 that missed it making $100,000. That's 11 people right there, bro, out of 21 staff members that I have. Over half of my team does that.
A house full of winners.
Hey, let me ask you this, Vinny. When you first started talking about we opened up this shop, we opened up that shop, who was the we?
Yes, good question.
Me and my wife.
Are you serious?
I was thinking it was, but I wasn't sure if you had a partner that did it.
No, I don't have partners. I don't do partners.
Another thing, there's a couple of ways to do the 50-50. You do yours by a timeline. There are people that structure a commission shop to be, you make this amount of money, then you go up to where you can pay less. Have you thought of doing that? Or is that part of it?
A lot of people that got that probably got it from me. So before commission was a big deal, I created the sliding scale. And that's what it boils down to. So like people like man, there's all kinds of people that I mentor. For an example, Will Stamp. Okay, Will Stamp. He got it.
Mars boy.
Yeah, Marvin. But Mar, shout out to Mar, man. Mar's my homie too, man.
Yeah.
So like Will Stamp, he joined my mentorship, right? And yeah, we joined my mentorship. We gave him everything. So when you join my mentorship, I give you everything from handbooks to meeting notes to out layouts, everything that I do now to scale. He currently, I help market a lot of people in the industry. And so Will is one of those as well. We also market his 2 shops and his barber school. And so things like that, you know, we help people. So what happens now is I created a sliding scale. So depending on how much you make determines how much you take. So in order for you to get out of the 50-50 mark, in my shop, you have to make over $1,800.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
That should be easy.
This is genius though, because the whole goal is you making money and you surviving, you're growing. You're saying, look, I'm setting up a system that's set up for you to grow and win. Now go show it, and I'm going to give you even more.
I'm going to market you. I'm going to promote you. I'm going to give you a shop that's in a high demand. I'm going to give you a shop that's in a beautiful location. We're going to put you in a place to where our demographics are. I teach you demographics. I teach you your taxes. I teach you everything. So when you come and join the Vinny's brand, right? Vinny's brand is ran like a franchise, just not there yet. So I make more money, respectfully, I say this, guy. Please hear my heart when I say this, man, because this is not, hey, I make more money. I'm saying this from the place of we make more money than most of these cats that got franchises. We make more money than most of these guys that have multiple locations. One of our shops alone, last year we did $2.5 million between the both of our shops.
Damn.
2.5 million.
And you got a total of how many? Is a total 2 or 3?
Right, 2. I sold the first one, so we have 2. I'm getting ready to open up a third one. And I'm currently talking to a guy that wants to become an investor, and I just turned him down for $1.4 million that he wants to give me to invest in the company and stuff. So real
quick. So one of the biggest fears to doing what you're doing, Vinny, is I love where we're at. Going from a booth rent owner to this is, damn, I got to get them clients now.
That's right. That's where I learned it.
Okay, so but you obviously you succeeded at it. What was that a fear you had when you first switched to commission? And then
Yes.
what were those first? Thanks for being so transparent.
Sure, man.
What did you do? What did you do about that? You were at
So
a booth rent shop that wasn't. I'm assuming what didn't have that kind of traffic flowing, and you
no.
had to get that in order to promise these commissions.
So what people do is they come on Instagram and you see a lot of these people with a huge following, right? A large amount of followers, and they've created a great algorithm, but that algorithm doesn't really pay you much at all. Like, let's be real, right? Most barbers are following other barbers that will never sit in their chair. That's
Yep.
just the reality,
Yep.
right? We'll see you at some hair shows, high five you.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? Good to see you, bro. But we're not getting haircuts by each other unless it's one of those moments like, Vin, I need a model. Can I tape you up or work your beard out? Yeah, man, that's cool. I know you.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That same algorithm that they created on Instagram, on the flip side of the coin, I said, if I can get that on Google, then I can win. So I created an algorithm on Google for 8-9 years nonstop, where I've said, I'm going to market this. I'm going to learn this. I created my own marketing team. And what we do now is you pay us and my marketing team. We go in there and we're not like Google where it's a cat and mouse and we're chasing you. We're actually intentional and we give you data to show you exactly what we're doing. So look, let me show you guys it. I don't even know how to turn this thing around if I can on my phone. Can we turn it? I don't even know if I can turn this or not, but I wanted to show you guys this right here.
That would be dope.
What are you using? What are you talking? What screen
My
are you using
iPhone.
for you?
Oh,
So
this
you
is
can turn your iPhone to that. Yeah, you can pick your iPhone.
yeah.
up and
I can just do it like this. Can you
Yeah.
guys see this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Get closer. Yeah. Yeah.
Get a little bit closer. Okay.
Okay, you see that? That's from December 1 to December 31.
Okay.
These are all calls. These are calls that people.
Vinny out. I'm trying to put Vinny on the screen.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So these are calls that people call us for December. There's 6 pages
You mean call in? You mean incoming?
from Google. That's right.
These are incoming calls from people from Google that are
That's right.
searching for business, and you've gotten the algorithm to grab them.
That's right. That's right.
Damn. So
This is what I do.
So Google is your number one lead generator.
So Google is my lead generator. Now people go to meta ads now. Meta ads are cool, but guess what? Meta ads don't have money like Google does. I'm sorry, it just don't. These cats that are following each other on it, respectfully, I say this. If I market on meta ads and I go on Google or go on here on social media, I'm going to get the average cat that's cool, that wants the little tapered or the fade with the enhancements that's going to take all my time. You guys can have that money. More than likely, he's not going to tip you anyway because he's tapping into mom and dad's money anyway, and he probably still lives at home, right? It's just the reality of what it is. For me, I want the average guy that's 30, 40 years old that's got a boatload of money that's saying, look, I need to get in and need to get out. Throw me to number 2 with a quick taper on the side, some shears on the top. Get me out of here, Vin, and shampoo my hair and give me some products. So where they're selling enhancements and stuff, like you were saying, I find ways, if the barbershop is the economics, I need to find ways to upsell you with the shampoo. I need to sell you the product. I need to upsell you the average service anyway. And I need to put you on a reoccurring appointment. And when you walk in, I need to do my job to find out how you found me. So this way I can log that down. So this way, now I'm running KPIs. I'm running key performance indicators. I'm operating with SOPs. I create my SOPs now. I'm finding out all of the data with rebookings. If you come and work for me as a new barber, I'm going to know by way of Vogaro, the booking system that I use, I'm going to know by way of how they found me, when they booked me, where they found me at, how long the phone call took. I need to know what phone number you were calling me from. I need to know what area code it was from. So I go in and I dive into all of this data. So what I've done is I created 8 years worth of algorithms. So if you follow me on social media, I only have 4,000 followers. But if you follow my algorithm on Google, I'm a million.
Damn. Okay. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
I got something.
Another one too.
I want barber shop owners and even barbers that are maybe running into a shop that's going to be a commission shop. What is the format for that? So I know as a booth renter, I cut my client he stands up and he taps his card on my machine or give me cash to me. When you do in commission, it's ran through the main cash register, correct? And then how or when do they get paid out?
They get paid every week. You're going to get a paycheck from me every single week. Okay. If it's a cash tip, right then and there, you're going to take your cash tip. All cash, all credit cards, everything. Every single piece of product that we sell, every upsell, every add-on, everything is ran through one system. And what this system is going to do is it's even going to trend you. So by your trends and what you've been doing, I can pretty much click on a button. It's going to tell me basically what you're going to make on that day and how you're going to make it based off of all of the data from the previous weeks. So everything is ran through one system. And on every Tuesday, we pay you out. And I write you a check. This way, now you become bankable.
Right.
Now you have a check. Now, if you need some proof of
income,
finances, income, you can come back to me. I can go over there in my system. I can pull it up and I can show you any check that you want to.
Now, what about are you leaving taxes and Social Security on them, or is it being pulled out before you get it to them?
I leave it on them this way because you're a 1099.
For sure. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah. So as a 1099, what I got to teach them now is, hey, don't be stupid, dummy. You're making $150,000, bro. You better create your S Corp or your LLC. And now we got to hook you up with this CPA. So this way you can learn tax write-offs, right? So like for me, we make this money. And because we make so much money, dude, I have to go and spend money. I have to go and buy me a big truck. Hear what I'm saying? I have to. You guys understand money.
Oh, yeah.
When you make it, you have to spend it because if not, you're going to pay taxes on it.
Yes, sir.
And real quick, what he's talking about right there is what I'm nerding out on right now. What he's saying, y'all, is he has to spend that money on business related things so they can be tax deductible so he could minimize his tax debt. That's what he's getting out to.
We just yesterday, matter of fact, last night, we just bought season tickets to the Houston Texans. The couple of years before that, I went and bought into a resort in Cancun. I go and I do these things, and again, like a Will Stamp, I took him on vacation with me.
I knew it. I already knew it. Yeah.
I take him on vacation.
It's now business.
It's business now. Big John got all access to all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my bro. Computers, we sound systems in the shop to anything and everything. Like we have to spend money now because when you make it, you have it, you need to spend it. In booth rent, it's a cap mentality, and it only works if you get more than 10, 12 barbers, 15 barbers, 20 barbers, and then you got to open up multiple locations. And again, you are independent, then that's nothing wrong with that. But even if you're booth rent, learn how to run one POS system. Please, owners, if you're running booth rent, run one POS system. And even then, owners are afraid to do that just because two reasons. The barbers are going to leave them.
Yeah, because they want to sell everything on their own from their station. Yeah,
that's it. It's a flea market model. That's what it is, essentially.
And that's oh goodness, we don't even got enough time for you.
No, we don't. We got to come back for sure.
Yeah, but give just a couple of extra.
Oh, you good? I got another question. So you
good. What's up?
So we're gonna pay for this.
Yeah, we pay for this one.
We're gonna pay for this, in a good way. So. What's your commission breakdown? I'm working at your shop. I sell some shampoo. Like what do I get for that shampoo?
I give you 10% commission on any piece of product that you sell. The average going rate for commission or for commissions on product sales is 2%.
And I always thought under 20% made it sound very unenticing for the independent barber. So I always had 20% in mind. But the interesting part is I started realizing, well, you're taking all the risk from theft. You're doing shipping. You know what I'm saying? You're the one to wait the longest to get your ROI.
That's right.
So I was just curious about that. Yeah.
I have a guy just on add-ons alone last year. I think he did $19,000 just on add-ons.
Wow.
Just add-ons. But there's a system for that.
What's that average weekly? I know it's going to vary, but average weekly commission from product sales for me. I'm working for you. What average, what would I be looking at?
So here recently, we just started to tap into that. In all fairness, so I would be lying to you if I was to take like I'll say zero.
It's okay. So this is a new part of the model.
Yes,
First and foremost
because
was to get the commission model
yes,
down. Okay.
yes,
Gotcha.
and but here's the other part: is I learned how much money I lost during those years of not doing it. You became a turn and burn shop, and let me tell you, in business, when you become predictable, then you start to lose money. That's why booth rental. Respectfully, this is why I have to slow down, bro, because I start getting going too. Respectfully, that's why booth rental models lose so much money because they are very predictable. Owners are predictable. Barbers are predictable. Haircuts are predictable. Products are predictable. Clients are predictable. Shears are predictable. Clippers are predictable. Hair shows even become predictable. Why do you think most hair shows are losing right now? And there's so many little ones popping up because the big ones have lost money because people have gotten so dialed in into becoming independent that it takes away from what the real thing is. So like you guys going to Anaheim, I love to see how many people were there and were actually together, the big names, and were doing what they were doing. But the reality is most people even in hair shows, they lose money. And this is why they don't want to go over there and promote in hair shows. This is why most people, they say, hey, I want to be an ambassador. So I can give you a $7 hat. I'll give you a $7 hat and go trick them out. And then let me get all the money off of you. But people just want to be seen. And that's the thing, is that we partner with people, but I will never work for somebody. I'll partner with you. But what do you bring to Vinny's?
Yeah.
Because I know what Vinny's going to bring to you. Even as a company, you want to have your booking system in my company because how many people we're going to generate. You want to have your products in my shop because how much volume we have. You want to have your clipper in my hands because how efficient it can be and based off of how many haircuts we can do. I'm more value to most companies than what the company is to me.
Damn.
I got 2 questions for you.
Yes, sir.
One,
Sorry,
one
I went on a rant.
No, hey,
you please don't apologize. We thank you for just being so transparent.
Hey, here's one of the questions. Is it a mistake to think that a barber is going to work harder in a commission shop than they would as a booth renter?
No, they're not going to work harder. They're going to be more intentional.
Okay.
You're going to be very intentional with your conversation. You're going to be intentional with your timing. You're going to be very strategic. John Maxwell teaches it is 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. That's number 1. And then he has intentional living. Learn how to be intentional in your chair because your chair is a business inside of a business.
You're right.
Yeah, right.
Now my other question is for someone searching for a mentor and to want to have you as that mentor, joining your mentorship. How's that process? What is the cost of that? How long is it?
So I have 3-tier system even in my mentorship. It's 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Okay. You'll get most of the people sign up for the 8,000 one. Okay, there's a lot of people that join that. Anytime they come to me, I'm dealing with an advanced owner. So they come in, and what we do is we have 2 phone calls a week. It's targeted and based. All the principles are the same. All the foundations are the same. All the documents are the same. But what happens is I customize it according to your situation. So I have a lot of people that come in that have booth rent, that have commission, that have nail salons, braiders, barbers. They got just so many different things going on in one shop that they are so unorganized. So what we have to do is we go in there and we gut you out. It's almost like Bar Rescue. You ever seen that show where they go and they okay, I'm like that with a barbershop though. And we go in there and we get down to the nitty gritty. I look at numbers. I'm looking at your demographics. I'm teaching you demographics. And so you get a hold of me, and what we can do is you can put half of it down, and then you can work out payments for the remaining half. You can pay me weekly. You can you can set up payments. And then once you can pay half of it in payments. And then once you hit the $4,000, the other $4,000, we can start the mentorship, and you can pay me $500 a week. We can, I mean, it's set up. There's so many different ways we can do that, but a lot of people run away once they hear the 6,000, 7,000, 8,000.
Yeah, but like you said, you attract high level people that already operate in high level. They're just all over the place. This is my last one.
Yep.
What are your minimum standards for these commission workers in regards to hours and heads?
So that gets tricky, right? Ours is based upon your availability is to my demand is. Because remember, you're still a 1099.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you to just come in and work 40 hours. It would be in your best interest to show up and work 40.
I like that.
It would behoove you to be it would be in your best interest to show up 30 minutes before. As far as heads, it would be in your best interest to be in there as much as you can. So this way they can get to know you. Because here's what happens, guys. When a new barber joins my team, I don't hire just to hire. I hire because I'm intentional. So once, let's say all three of us are cutting, you're booked, I'm booked. We need to bring somebody in. This way, us three don't mind feeding the new guy. So immediately the new guy comes in and falls right into the culture and starts to follow into alignment. And if he don't, then he takes away from all three of us what we created. And now you're giving us a bad name, our business inside of this business, a bad name. So if we start to see that, we're going to sit down with you as management and as an owner, and we're going to have one-on-one meetings. And so what I do is I have one-on-one meetings weekly, bi-weekly, depending on what that looks like with your staff and need the needs that you need for these people. And we're going to sit down and we're going to go over your career. We're going to look at your tips. We're going to look at add-ons. We're going to look at upsells. We're going to look at your services. We're going to look at your timing. We're going to look at everything that we have learned to help Vinny's become $1 million shop. That's what we're going to do. And that's what we're going to dive into. Wow. And so we sit down and we coach you through your career. This isn't just come in, turn and burn. No, I groom you. I mold you. I shape you. I model you into what I know this industry has to offer. Then we get to the point where they'll outgrow us and they'll leave, or they think they can do what I do and they'll steal numbers from the system. And I had a person that I helped out, and in 4 years they made over $500,000. I promoted them to an assistant manager. They went into the system, stole all of my numbers, gave it to their boyfriend that was working in the shop. He dipped out, and then they went across the street and opened up their own shop.
Get the hell out.
That happened last year. That's why I didn't hit my 3 million.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Is there a base price for the shop? Can they charge whatever they want to charge?
No, you cannot charge whatever you want to charge. No. It's in your best interest to follow my whole system. Again, it's in your best interest.
But I like what he's doing, because you can't force them because they're 1099ers. But what I tell my team is, like, look, you could go do this anywhere. There's 50 shops in the city. We just have a set of standards that we're pushing out there. It's like, I'll tell them it's like a HOA. You know what I mean? You own the house, but you decide to buy it in a community that has standards to keep your value up. So
you don't need a driver's license, but it would be in your best interest to have one.
Hey, Vinny, man.
Hey, Vinny.
Yes.
We gotta have you back, bro. I feel like we're scratching the surface.
Look, we already got a part 2 request right there.
I definitely want to talk about your marketing stuff. I really would like to dig into that on part 2, and anything else that you're working on. So let's real quick. Okay, say someone just wants your help on the marketing part. Is that something so separate, or is it just
so we do that separate as well. You can pay $800 a month, and $300 goes to Google Ads, $500 goes to the team to help market that. That's and what cool. happens is, you get these up-to-date reports. You're going to know who's calling you, who's clicking on your website, how many calls you had, how many missed calls, we run everything, and monthly you get that. You have access to my team, so my team is not just ghosting you and trying to figure it out. If anything, we're too transparent, and what people do is they come on and they try to do what we do, and they get it, and like everything else, they think they can do it on their own, and they try to go, and then immediately their numbers start tanking, and then when they come back, now I got to hit you with a fee. You know what I mean? So
what it should have been.
what it should have been. So yeah, that's $800 a month though. But we, like I said, I mean, there's people all around. A lot of people that we have a lot of ton of success stories, man. We're actually we just got a lead, and I spoke to this gentleman, and he's in Ireland. So now we're about to go to Ireland with the marketing. We're in Canada right now. We're in LA. We're in Florida. We're in Texas, the Carolinas, Arizona. Where my mentorship is everywhere. I do a lot of behind the scenes that a lot of people don't really know. You know how involved and how in depth I am with this industry, and who I know and who I'm in, you know, helping and talking to. And, you know, this commission thing, guys, is just as real as anything else in this industry. And the reality is it's just a matter of how fast you want to make your money back, and, you know, how much effort you want to put into your business. And really, this is a business, period.
Oh,
Man. I'm what's that word? I'm just fulfilled, man. Like, you make me, I'm going to go and reevaluate a lot. That's something I've always considered, man. And I just thank you, man. How do people follow you?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram. It's at Vinny De Leon 3 on Instagram. My barbershop page is at Vinny_barbershop. And, you know, I don't have a lot of followers, so the more that you follow, hey, man, it'll be cool.
Don't even work. Nah, you got a lot of knowledge. And anything that Vinny's tied into, he's smart enough to where one page links to another. So all of his information is there. I just wanted them to hear how to at least get in the mix with you. And y'all, we want you to please like, subscribe, and share. If you enjoyed this, if this was empowering, I saw some of y'all saying, I'm getting ready to jump in Google right now. Like, yo,
that's cool, man.
This is what we do it for. So please let other people know so we could keep bringing more empowering conversations like this.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, check us out every Tuesday. Hey, Vinny, before we go, do you have anything that we didn't cover that you would like anybody to know?
Man, you know, again, guys, as far as the mentorship, don't let that number scare you. When I joined mentorship in 2020, it was $5,000. And I did whatever I had to do. Don't let that scare you. But I will tell you is this: don't let it pass you by either. Live your life intentional. Do not sit back and be like, oh, that only works for Vinny. No, it works for everybody. All I did was break the system down. And here's the deal is I'm willing to give you everything, man. Like everything from handbooks to, I mean, there's a lot of people that join my mentorship, but don't miss out on it. Number one. Number two, I'm no better than you. I learn and I'm willing to help. If you just want an hour phone call, I charge $100 for the hour, $50 for 30 minutes. You can get a hold of me, DM me. We'll help you out any way we can. Even for you guys, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, man. Let me help you with that, dude. I'll give you what I know. And you know, I want to just see us all win, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and more than anything, you know, God bless you, man. And I mean that too, man. May God's grace and mercy stay on everybody that's following, watching, listening. You guys, you know, we need God's grace and mercy right now in this crazy world, man. So,
yeah. Man. So we're going to close out this show, but Vinny, we don't want you to go nowhere. Stay in the background.
Let's do it.
We're going to talk a little bit after this. Everybody, we do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is the United Barbers Club. We'll see you guys next week.
For the culture, for the culture, for the culture, 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 for the culture.